Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wade Show. I hope you're all keeping very well. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm reviewing the Thunderbirds Are Go, Supersize Thunderbird 2 and Thunderbird 4. Now, anybody that sort of knows me knows I actually am quite a big Thunderbirds fan. I grew up with it. Obviously, I was part of the rerun generation in the 90s. That's right. And whenever they said the show was going to get revived, I was very excited. Also, at the same time, very scared as well, due to the fact is they did try doing a live-action movie in 2004, and well, we all know how that went. But yeah, obviously I have seen the show. Obviously I watched before the show all the PR stuff they were doing, the documentaries. It all looked very exciting. I watched the show and I actually really enjoy it. Now, granted, I'll be honest, I don't enjoy it as much as the original because I am a bit biased because I grew up with the originals. Obviously, I'm going to like them more. But as far as bringing Thunderbirds to a brand new generation of kids out there, I think it's fantastic. And you know what? I can sit down and enjoy it, and I'm sure the kids out there love it as well. But yeah, this is a really great toy line that they brought out alongside with the new show. Now this here, I believe, was released in 2015. This is the first of the supersize range that we have got. Obviously, further down the line, we have received Thunderbird 3, which I'm doing next. And then also just announced there recently is the supersize Thunderbird 1 that is hopefully going to be out in store soon. But anyways, we're going to start off with this. Now, as you can see in the front of the box, nice window obviously there showing off the product. Obviously, nice information what the actual thing does, obviously. Now, this here actually is kitted out with the interactive sound tech. Now, it's really cool. I am going to go more into that later on and show you exactly how it works. Also as well, this here now, I'm not sure how accurate this is, if they overestimated, but we're going to look into this as well. Over 20 actions and sounds, sorry. And also as well, you do get your Virgil and Gordon Tracy figures to go along with this supersize set as well. And on the back of the box, now obviously on the side there, some more information on the Thunderbird 4, what we're going to look at. And on this side, just a little bit more about what Thunderbird 2 does, which we're also going to go into about. Now, pretty much on the back, it's just basically the same what we've just seen there on this both sides, only it's on together on the back. So what are you getting here? Obviously, release buttons and things to release pods. Obviously, you got the opening cockpit and things where you can mess about with the figures. You know, a whole wide stuff this here thing does. But you know what? Instead of looking at a bloody box, let's just go right into it and check this thing out, shall we? Okay, so here she is out of her box, and oh my god, this is amazing. Now, as you can see, I've got this on a bit of a stand to serve rotating so you can actually get a good look of Thunderbird 2 in this. Let me just bring that light down. Let me see if we can get a little bit more in there. That should be a bit better. So let me just start off. What were my first impressions actually getting this out? Well, number one, you just can't literally just get this out of the box and play with it. Now, as you can see, there's quite a lot of stickers on here, and whenever I say a lot, I really do mean a lot. Anybody that actually ever has got this toy will actually let you know you have to sit for about an hour or two to actually get all the stickers on. Now, that there is actually the sticker sheet for this, and there's quite a lot. As you can see, you need to do the pod, then you need to do Thunderbird 4, and then obviously all the ones that will go on Thunderbird 2, obviously all on the outside and also in the cockpit as well. So, just look at that and the looks, oh my god, it's amazing. But anyways, I'm going to take this off the stand now. We're going to go more into sort of features and things of what it does, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, my friends, so now we're going to go into more about what this Thunderbird 2 actually does. Now, as you can see, obviously on the box, it does come with that like smart tech technology. So obviously whenever you hit this button, just located here, by the way, something else I will point out, the buttons on this are so much obscure. So obviously your main button for your sounds is here, and then to release your pod, the button is here, but we're going to the sounds first. So if I hit this here button,
systems check complete, docking clamp released, we are go for launch. FAB Thunderbird 4. Stand by for launch, Thunderbird 4. FAB, Virgil. Thunderbird 4, come in. Over. Thunderbird 2, this is Thunderbird 4. Stand by for launch, Thunderbird 4.
Okay, so as you can
FAB,
hear,
Virgil.
then they're actually basically getting ready for the launch. They won't say any more sounds than that. But this is where it gets a little bit more clever. So, if we actually...
Thunderbird 4, come in.
Shush, Virgil. So, if we actually go to release the pod, we just hit this button right here, as you see.
Thunderbird 4 is go.
Oh, yes.
FAB, Thunderbird 4.
Okay, so now, you're actually going to see this.
Thunderbirds are go.
Yeah, we get some more sounds whenever we do that.
Thunderbirds are go.
Yeah, so you're only going to get those two sounds then whenever the actual pod is released. Okay, so we'll put this to one side for the moment. So we'll just check out the rest of the features of Thunderbird 2 before moving on to Thunderbird 4. So,
Thunderbird 4.
shush. So as you can see, obviously we've got the landing legs on either side here. To release those, all you need to do is... There we go. Fold the wing up on each side. And there you go, you have your landing gear. Now also as well, as you'll see in the show, Thunderbird 2 also does have jets on either side as well. They actually do pop down, so you actually can have a little bit of a play around with those as well if you want them positioned in a certain way or something like that. That's not a worries, you can do that. And let me just check this out as well. Also, it does have the opening cockpit, as you can see. Let's just check out, and as you can see, there's Virgil right there. Now, yeah, so you can see there's a lot of stickers and things in there. It took ages to get those on. It was a nightmare, especially them ones on the floor there. It was a nightmare completely. So if we just pop Virgil in there, and this is about the only complaint really I have, because he doesn't really sit in there. There's nothing to clamp him in there, so he will just move very easily. That's why he was away back here whenever I opened it, because, you know, if you fly this around, you got a kid, you fly it around, yeah, I'm going to rescue. You just open it up, yeah, he's going to be all over the place. But let's just take a wee closer look at him anyway. There you go. Little mini Virgil for your Thunderbird 2. Pretty cool. Now, I will just say, a little bit disappointing they didn't put any facial features on there, but you will see it in a minute or two. I don't think he is as recognisable as Gordon would be, but we can also talk about that as well, because I'm going to also do a comparison as well to the older version as well. So we will just close that back up again, and we will put Thunderbird 2 watch the leg there. I'll just put Thunderbird 2 over to one side for a brief moment. So we're going to check out Pod 4 then. So for the first time ever in any of the Supersize range, not for the first time, between the last one and the new one, the Matchbox version, I believe, had the number on the pod, what was nice, but the thing is, with the Matchbox version of Thunderbird 2, it's fantastic, it's great shit, for the reason being, if you look at it, the pod is completely wrong, it's far too short, but the overall shape is so much better. I just wish they would have got the pod right on the Matchbox one, but yeah. But compared to the last version we saw in the early 2000s of Thunderbird 2, this is a lot better. You actually get some detail on here with the actual 4 on Pod 4 for Thunderbird 4. So all you need to do is just get in there and pull this down. And as you can see, that just sort of almost reveals Thunderbird 4, but this is where it gets really cool. So on either side of the back of the pods, you're going to see these here on either side. Okay, so all you need to do is hold both of these up, basically go up on both sides at the exact same time, and then you're going to see something really cool. So 3, 2, 1. So yeah, and then Thunderbird 4, he flies out, it's awesome. And then obviously he's got little wheels on the bottom there as well, so you can sort of spin them around and things, which is pretty nice. So I'll just put that over, so let's check out Thunderbird 4. Now, yeah, really cool. I love it to pieces. Now, yet again, we're going to do more comparisons, but that's a lot more accurate to scale to the pod this time, which is nice compared to some of the older models that we've seen, so that's really cool. And other little things you can do, you can fold these down at the back if you want to put something in there, I don't know, if you're into that sort of thing. Also as well, let me see if I can get these out. I had trouble getting these out earlier on as well. Let me see. See, you need sharp nails for things like this. So yeah, you remember in the episode, something happens. Gordon goes down. He's rescuing people off, like, some big marina sort of craft, and then sort of they swim into the back, and he's put them into these little capsule things, and then float them up to the top of the ocean for Thunderbird 2 to pick up. Well, they actually have them on there, and then they go up to the top. So yeah, saving lives. It's a dangerous business. So I'll just put that back on there. That's on either side. And then if we open up the cockpit of Thunderbird 4, we're going to see our little mini Gordon Tracy figure, which is really nice. And you'll see what I mean earlier on what I said. Like, that's a lot more recognisable to Gordon in the show than the Virgil. But yeah, he's definitely a lot more better little tiny sculpt. That there's really nice. But overall, pretty much the same as the actual Virgil that we were just looking at. Look at the state of my fingernails and shit. Ugh. Not good. I hate zooming in things, it's not good. But yeah, just close that up. Now, obviously this is also really cool because, you get other toys, you're going to have Thunderbird 4, bashing around inside the pod, going over the place. Not with this one. Don't know why, because this actually, like, clips onto the back of the pod, like, clamps on. So all you have to do is push that in. Now, there's a little, you see that there at the back, the little clamp? Yeah. So all you have to do is push Thunderbird 4 in, just sort of, there you go, until it clips in. Fold your paw back up. Now, whenever you push Thunderbird 4 in, this little back panel comes out the slightest little bit. But what that there basically means is Thunderbird 2 can come over. There we go, get them landing legs up.
Docking complete. Thunderbird 4 secured.
There we go.
Thunderbirds are go.
Now, that is what I call absolutely awesome. So yeah, what we're going to do now, we're going to go into a little bit more of a comparison compared to this one, compared to the older model.
Over.
And is he ever going to shush? But I'll be right back with you. Okie doke, so here we go, both side by side. Now, I've had this guy for years and years. Obviously, he's got a couple of little nicks and things, but overall, he's not bad condition. Still has all the original parts and things. But yeah, I'll just go into a little bit more comparison. There's a lot of similarities between, obviously, the new and the old. Like, for example, this. Still an opening cockpit. Obviously, we've got a little Virgil in there. Now, I think this version is a lot better, just for the reason they actually did decide to give it some, facial features. Even though it looks nothing like Virgil whatsoever, it's still nice that they actually thought about doing that, And another good thing is, he actually does fit a lot more securely into his little seat, so he can just go in there, and then you just fold that back down. There we go. Now, apart from that, everything else, we're sort of getting into worrying territory. Now, just like the rest of a lot of these toys, even the same as the new one, one of the few issues I still have with the newer version, still no telescopic legs. They're just still, the fold, the clip up, fold down. I just wish we had telescopic legs in some of these, because I know there is versions out there with telescopic legs, like older, I think there's a couple of toys even from the 60s and 70s, they actually did give them the telescopic legs. Now, something anybody knows with any of the old, like anything really Thunderbird 2 related, especially the classic Thunderbird 2s, were always used to really seeing, especially on the toys, the big red buttons, and, sometimes they're silver and things like that. Now, on the small one, it isn't as noticeable. If you put this on a bigger scale model, yeah, it's going to be a lot more noticeable. So I think, the big red buttons and things, it does take away from it, quite a bit. It does make it look far much like a toy. But on the bright side, though, we still get some really cool sounds. So yeah, we've just got some guy that's meant to be Virgil and sounds nothing like Virgil whatsoever, which is pretty damn annoying. I have no idea who that is. Right. Right, don't know who you are, I'm sorry, but one good thing, we do get this sound. Yay! Oh, I just will point out, in case you did see that, by the way, these here are not original. I put those on last week because I was filming something. The silver jet bits, anyways. So, obviously, if we're going to release, I have to hit both of these. Another little sound effect. And also another little cool feature you do get on this is the little grapple. So if you pull that out, if you want to link that onto something, then all you have to do is hit this little button. Where are we? It's already grabbed under my drawer. Makes a hell of a noise, that, doesn't it? Jesus. So yeah, and if you just want to release the pod, just hit this slider, red slider at the back. And if you don't, no joke, I'm going to do that again because it's like a bomb hitting the place. No joke, when you hear this. Jesus Christ, that's loud. This is where it gets really, really funny again. The great thing about this, if you, like, obviously you put the legs down and let the pod go, the door still goes down, which is great. On this, the door doesn't go down while you're actually just sitting there because the Thunderbird 2 is too low down. You have to lift it up like that for the door to go down. They didn't get the measurements right. Oh, Jesus. And as you can see, Jesus Christ, that's a big Thunderbird 4. Now, it is really, really cool, don't get me wrong, but holy hell, like, it takes up the whole pod, you know what I mean? Like, Thunderbird 4 should be like one little square, basically, of this, like, sort of to give you some size comparisons to Thunderbird 2, and all of a sudden, you know, it's Godzilla scale, that's what's happened there. But yeah, obviously I'm still pretty cool, and then obviously inside you get your little Gordon Tracy figure in there too. Hello! Goodbye. So yeah, let me just see, and yeah, as you can see, no number on the pod. Silly beggars. Right, pop that back in. Now, I am being quite cruel to this now. Thunderbird 2 is my favourite Thunderbird of all time. This design of Thunderbird 2 is my favourite of all time. I do like it over the design of the new one, but I'm strictly speaking, as a toy, it's not as good. I'm sorry, it isn't. Quite frankly, as a toy, I think the version like 10 years before this, the Matchbox version, is better. The only thing that really bugs me about it is that you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little of these little things in the pod. Yeah, the Matchbox version completely takes away the last one, so the pod's like that size for some reason, and this bit's just all plastic. So yeah, that's the size of your pod in the Matchbox version, which it annoys me, even though you would hardly notice it. For some reason, it really bugs me. And also as well, you can get a lighter green version of it, which is actually more accurate as well. As you can see, this green is completely inaccurate to the Thunderbird 2 in the original show. Is very little about it that is actually accurate, to be honest with you. But you would know it's Thunderbird 2 from the original show. You would know that what it is. And as a toy, it's okay, but I think other versions of it have, you know, they are far better on it, you know. Let me just see, but I still had a lot of fun playing with this as a kid, don't get me wrong. And I still love it, you know, it's a very cherished item that I own, you know, just because of the memories I did have with it. So I'm just going to put this actually to one side. Okay. There we go. Right, so here we are back onto this again. So I'm just going to give you basically my final thoughts on this. Quite frankly, just go out and buy it. Seriously, guys, if you are a Thunderbirds fan in any way, shape or form, you are going to love this. Just for the pure reason being, it's a cool piece of memorabilia from the new show. And, you know, it's a really cool toy to play around with. Don't get me wrong, it's really, really, really cool. And it has a lot of cool features. Obviously, the sound tech, that's quite cool. It is, if you're into that sort of thing, you know, it is quite cool. Like, you know, whenever you launch the pod, you know, it knows you've done that. You know, it's a little bit of a geeky thing, but I think it's quite cool, you know. But yeah, just in toys in general these days, I'm going to go into a wee bit of a rant. Like, you know, there's very little great toys out there now. And even if you saw the 2017 Toy Fair this year, you would have noticed, even like the Doctor Who toys are releasing at the minute, they're re-releases of re-releases of re-releases for the most part, and it's completely disgusting that they're still selling that stuff on the UK market. Fair enough, the American market didn't get a lot of it, but why the hell are they selling it back to us? You know, it's on the UK market. Give us some new products. Quite frankly, I'm not even fussed about the 10th Doctor and the tuxedo. We've had all the 10th Doctor merchandise we can stomach. Stop giving us re-releases of stuff. We want new stuff. Classic console playset, 12 Doctors console playset, something like that. But yeah, out of the new Doctor Who stuff, I really like, quite frankly, the new Capaldi figure, and it's alright. Like, the face sculpt, still not as good as the original. But yeah, just in general, just toys now, in my opinion, they've all gone to hell, because kids haven't really got the interest. They would rather sit, playing on their iPad or whatever it is. I think a lot of kids' imagination has gone, but the guys making this toy range, they're really, really, really going out there, trying their very, very hardest to make an effort. Now, I have heard word, I don't know if this is true, I have heard word that toy sales for the new Thunderbird range haven't been fantastic. I don't know if that is true or not. If it is, I can see why, but I really, really hope this doesn't affect, obviously, them making products, because they are unbelievable. You can see that there's passion there to make really, really great toys. And quite frankly, I'll be honest, I've checked out, obviously, the Thunderbird 3, as I said, the Tracy Island. I've just come out and said, at this point in time, or even in the last 2 years, I'll actually just come out and say it, since they've started making products, apart from the likes of popularity of Lego and Star Wars, apart from those sorts of things, these guys have got normal cool toys covered. They're making a fantastic line of Thunderbird stuff, and I cannot be more happier, and it's so nice to see the franchise live on in whatever shape, way it take it forms. We're getting great toys, we've got a great little show. I'm happy, I just hope they do keep going in that same direction. And quite frankly, this was made before the Thunderbird 3. I've checked out the Thunderbird 3, that's coming up next, as I said. And oh my god, they just seem to keep improving. And then now, with the Thunderbird 1 Supersize release just over the horizon, it's been announced. We're still waiting to see it at the toy fair, see some pictures, but yeah, these guys have it covered. They're really, really, really cool, and they know how to make toys. I don't care, they do. Regardless if you like the new show or not, pick up some of the merchandise, even just to help sales. If you are a Thunderbirds fan, if you want to see it live on, buy the stuff. Seriously, you've got to buy the stuff. And I hope I have encouraged somebody out there to buy this. This is only $19.99. All of this for $19.99 off Amazon, free delivery. Why not? Like, seriously, you would go out on a night out and spend more than that getting pissed and nothing to show for it the next morning. Just freaking sit at home, have a movie night instead of going out and getting pissed. Spend the 20 quid on this. You'll enjoy it a lot more, trust me. But yeah, that's my thoughts anyway, guys. I really, really hope you did enjoy this review. Being a bit of a passionate one for myself. God, wait until you see the Thunderbird 3. It's, that's all you want to see, but it does. It's so amazing. But I can't wait to show you guys. But I hope you enjoyed this video anyway, and I hope it has encouraged you to hopefully go out and buy one of these. And obviously, just one little last quick little nip. Now, it's a bit pointless, but that there also opens as well. I actually think I have found, even though it does do this in the show, well, sort of, yeah, it doesn't fold up like that, but I think I might have found a use for it. Like, whenever kids lose bits of their toys, they're going to lose the wee minifigures, yeah? They're going to lose Virgil, and Gordon. So whenever Mum sees this, some bits on the floor, and she says, "Oh, flip, Jimmy's lost his Virgil again." Oh, well, they're done. I think that's what it's for, but, oh dear. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it again, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos for more, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.